A core problem that we're solving with Eden is like the data storage problem. We want to figure out a way to make that like as cheap as possible.
We can't just eat costs infinitely, especially since we're not VC backed at this moment.
TLDR, we're doing an early access launch for our loyal Cortex users. It's going to be a bigger launch than some companies see initially, but it's not really a full launch yet.
Is that possible?
If we can do a non-GPU instance, then it becomes very rich.
Yeah, but is it possible to, I guess I'm dead.
Will it be cheaper overall?
Okay. This week is reading week, which means that the rest of the team is also available, everybody who's in school. We have about a week's time to make the best use of everybody's time to kind of grind really, really hard this week. Yeah. And there are a couple of key things that we are working on in preparation for the Cortex launch. Basically rolling out the app to the users of our old startup, Cortex. One of the key things there is making sure the migration pipeline is sound, and then also making sure that we carry over some kind of inbox feature. And this isn't even something that is being implemented just for the Cortex users. It's also, as we are using the app ourselves, we're realizing like the way we want to structure and organize the app, we kind of want an inbox system, especially because it's an app to like be able to capture anything really quickly. Then the things that you capture need to go somewhere specific.
And every engineer's favorite, setting up billing.
Oh yes, billing.
Up until now, because it was just private beta users, this didn't matter. So we never really put too much time into tracking how much storage someone was using or how many messages they'd send individually. But now we actually need to start thinking about those things.
We can't just eat costs infinitely for that, especially since we're not VC backed at this moment. We're still bootstrapping, right? So yeah, we have to think really carefully about the economics of everything.
So approaching Black Friday, we discussed a lot of ideas as to how we can get our users on board. We have a bunch of users from Cortex, so we want to get them onto Eden as quickly as possible. So what we decided was, come Black Friday, we'll get them on, we'll just have them all use Eden instead of Cortex. Give them the option to at least. But with that, there's like a lot of stuff that still needs to be done and figured out because there's a lot of Cortex users. We're looking at like somewhere around 4 or 5 digits of people just coming onto the app, while even today, October 28th, we have maybe 20 people. So we're 1,000xing that. Yeah, so it's gonna be a bigger launch than some companies see initially, but it's not really a full launch yet. We discussed some ideas about maybe opening the floodgates for a couple days.
During Black Friday?
During Black Friday, yeah. Just having people come in, and
if they sign up,
if they sign up, they sign up, and then we lock it down again.
Yeah.
It's mainly just as much as we can handle without breaking the app and without
diluting our focus a bit too much.
Yeah. Having more people on your platform means even the smallest issues, like something that happens once every 1,000 times you do something, will happen to a lot of people when you have like 10,000 people on your platform. It's really hard to debug those issues. That's what we found with Cortex as well. Like, it'd be really hard to reproduce certain issues people ran into. So you get this dilution of effort because you're trying to fix the issues for existing users and also developing new features and continuing iterating on the product.
One other reason for keeping it closed to existing Cortex users is because they're very aware that we're building out like a beta product here. And they've been with us for a long time. There is that kind of like existing community and sense of community. So when the app doesn't behave 100% how it's supposed to, or when it's buggy, there's a bit more forgiveness. Whereas if we open the floodgates completely, then we'll get a lot of people who are just trying out the app for the first time and expect a polished experience even though it says beta, and may not get that. And if that's the case, we kind of just lose that person forever in a lot of cases. And their impression of the company is just kind of permanently formed. So that's something that we kind of want to avoid and make sure that we launch to the public only when we're actually ready for it.
30K layoffs at Amazon just yesterday. If we can do a non-GPU instance, then it becomes very worth it.
Yeah, but is it possible to? I guess I'll look into that.
Yeah. But all the HLS stuff, they run on FFmpeg, so the GPU will help.
It is reading week, which is like the Canadian version of like spring break, where you have 1 week to supposedly study. Most people just use it to, I don't know, fuck off and relax, chill. But the people on our team who are in school, we've kind of asked them to come in and work as hard as they can during reading week to make the most of the free time. So that's why everybody's here. It feels great to have everybody back in person. This definitely doesn't happen very often during the school year when everybody's still studying. So we're gonna cherish this little moment and grind as hard as we can and make them grind as hard as possible. Right now they're booking lunch at Gubi, and
We're just seeing if our 9 members.
they've booked lunch and they're trying to corral one more guy into getting out of bed and
We
coming.
need to change the reservation from 9 to 8. Is what we're trying to do.
Might be cooked.
When they scheduled the moon landing, that they were caring about traffic conditions? Probably not, right? Okay, like the movement of the cosmos does not wait for you to get out of bed, bro.
If we order seafood, we'll grill all of it
So this week, Robin reached out to us, and then he basically just asked us like, "Yo guys, would you be cool with it if I like dropped out of my masters?" And we were ecstatic. We were very happy. We were quite happy. Do you want to explain like what your reasoning was?
Okay, so the first one, as I entered my master, started doing research, I realized that one thing that my initial undergrad supervisor told me, which is to try to not get stuck in the academia because it disconnects you from the society. Like if you, okay,
That's a wild statement. That's wild.
that is a wild statement, but I think it's very true. Like you stop, like once you are hard stuck in the academia, you're doing like postdoc, you finish your PhD, you're doing your postdoc, maybe you become an assistant professor, right? You basically have no chance of entering the industry anymore. Like for me, as an international kid, I'm trying to make bread. I'm trying to afford a house. I'm being very realistic. Affording a house in this economy is a challenge that I have to solve. If I'm hard stuck in the academia, a house is not gonna happen, and my child are not gonna have a comfortable living, and that's something I have to fight for. Honestly, this is my honest opinion.
For context, Robin is someone we hired like very recently,
Yeah.
and one of the things that stood out to us in the interview was just the sheer like passion, dedication, and like the feeling of like, okay, I'll just figure it out. And that was something that we didn't see in many of our other interviewees, and it's also something that's really important in a startup because you just kind of have to figure it out as you go along, and you want your early team to be very strong. So this mindset works out really well for us.
It's not like I'm 100% accept because I have Chinese parents. My mom's pretty sad about it, and my dad's really mad about it. But I do think I made a wise decision.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel very proud.
Were you surprised?
I was surprised a little bit. I was surprised, especially because dropping out of your masters, especially from like an Asian background, that takes a lot of willpower. That takes a lot of conviction to go, my parents are wrong about this.
Yeah.
I need to do what's right for me.